Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці, українки.
I wish you health, fellow Ukrainians. A few summaries of the day. First, today the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Japan is paying a visit to Ukraine, our very important, very strong partner. I am grateful for the level of relations achieved between our countries, a true partnership, a strategic partnership. I am grateful for the support that Japan has provided to our country. This includes security assistance, strong leadership in the Group of Seven, and in the international arena in general, economic support, we appreciate it, and humanitarian assistance to Ukraine. One of our best international results is our relations with Japan. Now there is a new large package of energy support for Ukraine. I am grateful for the financial support to our country. Today we discussed our further cooperation, in particular the Ukraine Recovery Conference scheduled for February, as well as our further joint security steps, work on the peace formula and on strengthening sanctions against Russia. I am confident that this year will also be quite meaningful for our relations. Second, Sweden. Today I took part in the opening of the security conference organized annually by the Swedish Association People and Defense. It is one of the most important events in Northern Europe and the most influential in Sweden. The conference will continue throughout the week. Today is the first day. I outlined our country's vision of the challenges and opportunities for our countries, Ukraine and Sweden, and for Europe as a whole. The key is solidarity and joint action. We have already shown that our consolidation of everyone in Europe and the free world can overcome even the most large-scale manifestations of aggression. And this year we must accomplish even more. We must also boost cooperation in defense production, in joint projects, particularly in Ukraine. Swedish CV-90 combat vehicles and Swedish artillery archers have already proven themselves in the hands of our warriors at the front. And our entire Europe has sufficient potential to guarantee security under any circumstances and sentiments in global politics. Third, I held a thorough meeting on our plans for this year in relations with our partners in the European Union and NATO, our communication, our internal changes, and the steps we expect in our relations. This also includes non-public work with partners. We are clearly formulating our tasks. The meeting was attended by the chairman of the Verkhovna Rada, the Prime Minister, and the relevant Deputy Prime Minister, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Defense, and his first deputy, international relations officials from the presidential office and the head of the office. Our priorities are clear: to fully implement the decision on opening negotiations, to prepare our negotiation framework with the European Union, and to develop a system of relations and communication with the alliance members so that every state and every leader feels 100% that NATO will become much stronger together with Ukraine. One more thing. Today emergency rescue operations are still ongoing in Pokrovsk and the surrounding villages. This is Donetsk region. The consequences of the Russian missile strike which took place yesterday, the search for people under the rubble continues. All the necessary services are working at the scene, including our rescuers from the State Emergency Service of Ukraine and police officers. And I am grateful to each and every person involved in this work. I would especially like to mention Sergeant Vitaly But, Chief Master Sergeant Volodymyr Dolzhenko, Senior Lieutenant Bogdan Machulny, and Major Sergei Pyshnohrayev. I am grateful for your dedication. I would also like to commend the police officers in Donetsk region, Police Sergeant Ilya Petrenko, Police Lieutenant Yaroslav Yaresko, and Police Captain Sergei Levchenko. Thank you guys. I would also like to mention the police officers of Kharkiv region, those involved in dealing with the consequences of Russian terrorists' strikes, those who help people communicate with the relatives of those who died, establish the truth and record evidence of Russian war crimes. In particular, I would like to praise the police officers who worked at the scene after the Russian strike on the village of Groza in Kupiansk district. Police Major Yulia Brajo, Major Natalia Matvienko and Colonel Oksana Olinik. I am grateful to you and all your colleagues who work for the sake of people and Ukraine. I thank everyone in Ukraine who contributes to the strength of our country, who strengthens our positions, our warriors and the entire Ukrainian people. Glory to Ukraine!